young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah. Shit, he did for like week 17. Yeah, he gone.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, team six. He's checking. Crash. Ran, up.
Trubisky will throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, Charlie. 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 40 now on second down, Trubisky is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. Hey, box truck, box truck. You can't block me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet. He wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, 18. 80 weapon.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert. Come on. 55. 56, the muck, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Right there. 56. Red, touch. It's our time. Mark 56. Alert. Here we go.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get up, no, back. Move.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Alert. Hey, Delta. 56. Man, I got you. Mike 56.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, ball. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Go. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 56.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They run with Pumphrey and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert. 56. Check 56. Ryan. Hey, let go. 56 right there. 56. Right.
From the 27, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now they try the right side here. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's put that team on the bus.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And again this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That would complete to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A first down carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Kill. Go to 54, line in.
On second down now, it's Grant. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They go back to Grant, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
10th carry now for Elliott, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays?
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's complete to Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Big series right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Double dog. That's the way. He's crashing. Alert.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott down. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And some room to work. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Trubisky now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They run the draw here with Pumphrey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And it's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his 2nd year. But he's really on the uptick. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 4th-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Out, 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 out. Alert, 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 alert. Topper, topper. Hey, 18. Yep.
Trubisky will throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Prescott now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning. It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage. Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out. Man. Hey, Alpha.
Trubisky to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That one is sealed in. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff looking right. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Hey, 18. Alert.
Back to throw. Yes. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Vecchio to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted by the
Great game, bro.
safety,
We'll come back, man.
And that is going
Great
to
game.
seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays,
that was good rinse right there.
And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came
Oh,
up with the
that was good
interception and
rinse.
sealed their victory.
Okay, they gave away.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8 and 5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys.